Hello, good evening. Hello, how you doing? Who are you? What are you getting into? This is Alana Brown. For those of you who don't know me, and today is day number 46 of 102 new. It don't take long to transform right before your eyes. So every day is a journey, and every day I'm getting better and better. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. So let's give you a little tip here before we get into today's subject, because I know who I am and where I'm going. Before we get into that subject real quickly, I want to talk about, I know a lot of people saying it's pretty cold and not feeling really good. Stay hydrated. Water is life. Life is water. Stay hydrated. I got my tea in here too. Stay hydrated. And also, not only do you want to stay hydrated, but you want to eat your vitamin C's. Your lemons, your grapefruit, and your mandarins and stuff like that. You want to take advantage of that and just load up on it during this time of being cold. But let's get into today's subject. Today's subject is I know who I am and I know where I'm going. And I share my journey with you. I always say these are always real life stories, and I work with women to help them empower, enhance, and execute on ideas they have in life and business. The women that I work with usually are all walks of life. They're from ministers to nurses to doctors to women who are stay at home to women who are looking into being midwives, and women who are actually in business, women who are in network marketing. So there's all different types of women that I work with, but they all have one thing in common. They're looking for ways to use their sphere of femininity and their circle of influence to be able to impact and enhance the lives of other people. And they're usually trying to fix a problem, some type of issue they're looking to fix. So with that being said, that's where I'm coming from. So, Audre Lorde has something she said. I'm going to read this from Audre Lorde. She said, "If I didn't define myself for myself, I will be crunched into other people's fantasies of me and eaten alive." I'm going to say that again. If I did not define myself for myself, I would be crunched into other people's fantasies for me and eaten alive. And I say this because women, we seem to have a problem with being unapologetically ourselves when it comes to life or business. We seem to have a problem to know who we are and what we stand for and where we're going. We seem to have a problem with society putting all these heaviness on us, telling us what we can be and what we cannot be, and who we are and what we're going and what we meant to say, and who we are and who we're called to. And that can be very, very confusing. If you're a woman starting off in business, that's who I'm mainly talking to. Or if you're a woman shifting some major changes in your personal life. And so if you're a woman that's making some major changes in your life, and you're also shifting in business or ministry of some sort, when you're trying to feel your way through your courses or through your products or through your services, you're really trying to use your personality as your commodity, your femininity, and you're trying to find a balance, and people telling you who you are and what you meant and where you're going and what you should not be doing is unacceptable. It's totally unacceptable. And I see women buying into that, people telling you what you mean, telling you what you should say, telling you who you are. That's not correct. And you can get very confused starting out in the business or moving forward in life, making changes, allowing people to define you for you. You cannot allow that. And that's why today's title is I Know Who I Am and Where I'm Going. I had a person tell me, yesterday I used the word influence. And I use the word influence because you're compelling people to move to action. So you inspire people to the point where they are moving to action. And so the person said to me, that's not the correct word. You want to use this word, and you want to say this, and you want to say that. And I was like, who are you to tell me how to write my material? This is my material that I wrote this is the audience, and I know exactly who I'm speaking to, and I know who I'm called to, and I know the message, how it's being conveyed and how it's being received, because I get the feedback from it. And you don't have a relationship with me, how could you tell me what I meant to say and what I should or should not be saying? And I know that if a person did that to me, how many other people are actually have experienced that? I see women getting so confused a lot when I work with them, because you got so many people telling you who you are and telling you where you should be going. You have to define you for you. No one else can define you for you. And the person went so far as to give me a word from the Webster Dictionary. Do you know words have been invented by other people? The word copacetic, look it up. It was a man who was actually an artist, and he was a jazz player. They always say to him, "How you doing, boss man?" He would always say, "Oh, everything's copacetic." So eventually that became a word in the dictionary, just like bootylicious, just like create with a K. And I could go on and on and on about how many words have been changed as a result of somebody who was bold enough and creative enough to use their own material to impact the lives of people that they felt like they were called to work with. For somebody to come and tell you what you should be saying and giving you what Webster's saying and defining your material by Webster is a disrespect to your creativity as a person who is leader in your business. So I just want to tell you, if you're a woman, if you're reading this or listening to this, please share this with other women. I don't know why I said reading, but if you're listening to, share this with other women and know that your material is your material. Your words are your words. They might not be in the dictionary yet, but what you say and how you say it, your audience and your tribe knows exactly what you're saying. Define yourself for yourself. Know who you are and where you're going, and don't let nobody come into you to tell you what you should be saying or should not be saying, or what you should mean and not mean, because their take on it is different than your take on it when they're not the one that's creating your material. Hopefully this will actually help someone to feel good about who they are and where they're going, and to be unapologetically themselves, regardless if everybody agrees with it or not. Peace and blessings. You know who you are and where you're going. Like and share the video. Like and share the video. Thank you very much. Peace and blessings.